Everyone loves George Clooney. While women admire his unique charm and good looks, men dream of having a love life as colorful as Clooney's has been. The incredibly handsome and talented actor-director is not only a major movie star, but he's also one of the most revered A-listers in Hollywood today. Some even say he's the last of Hollywood's bona fide stars. While George Clooney may not be as prolific today as he was 10 years ago, the actor's life certainly draws a lot of interest. Tabloids report on him almost every day, and yet there are certain things about the actor that fans still don't know. For instance, not many people know that George Clooney had a near-death experience on the set of Syriana. In this video, we'll tell you some interesting facts about the actor. George Clooney almost died on the set of Syriana. Syriana, a geopolitical thriller focused on petroleum politics, won Clooney his first Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor. In the film, George played Bob Barnes, a CIA operative, and he did all his stunts on his own. Not many people know the actor almost died on the set. While doing a particularly dangerous stunt, George endured a spinal injury, which led to a 2.5-inch tear in his back and a 1/2-inch rip in his neck. He also got a cracked skull and was oozing spinal fluid through his nose. The situation was so bad he was immediately rushed to the hospital, where he was given blood for the next 15 days and literally survived on painkillers. The pain was so excruciating the actor contemplated suicide. Further, the fact that he couldn't move at all and experienced regular bouts of severe and debilitating headaches made the whole situation even more unbearable. Thankfully, Clooney fought all the negative thoughts and bounced back. However, the back pain took years to go. He had to fly to Germany to see a specialist and underwent treatment there. Both George Clooney and Brad Pitt had auditioned for Thelma and Louise, but Pitt eventually got the part. Clooney and Pitt are two of the best and most famous actors in Hollywood. They're great pals in real life, and their bromance often leaves audiences in splits. The two apparently got close while working on the Ocean's 11 franchise. However, before they had become friends, Clooney held a grudge against Pitt for years. Both Clooney and Pitt had auditioned for the role of the handsome young drifter, J.D., in Thelma and Louise. And since Clooney was greatly interested in working with Ridley Scott, he had auditioned not once but 5 times. As luck would have it, the role ultimately went to Pitt. In an interview years later, when Clooney had already established himself as a massive movie star, he reflected on the whole event and said he didn't watch Thelma and Louise because he couldn't handle the sting of rejection. He and David O. Russell fought a lot on the set of Three Kings. When talented and visionary minds come together, heated discussions and arguments are common. When you're convinced you can add something to a film to make it better, it's natural to want to be heard, even if it means picking up a fight with the director. Turns out that's what happened between Clooney and David O. Russell on the set of Three Kings. However, in this case, things got a little too irritating for both the actor as well as the director. Three Kings was a wonderful film and received critical as well as box office success. It raked in $107 million at the box office. However, shooting the film became a problem for most of the people involved because of the constant bickering between Clooney and Russell. David O. Russell is known to be a little too harsh on his actors sometimes. However, in this case, he and George came to hate each other so much that Three Kings is the only film the two have made together to this day. George Clooney wanted to follow in his father's footsteps. Those who want to become movie stars usually start dreaming about a career in acting at an early age. With George Clooney, things were different. George shared in an interview that he aspired to become a journalist. He also loved baseball and therefore even tried getting into the big leagues. While Clooney's dream of becoming a professional baseball player has remained a dream, his aspirations of being a journalist turned him into a complete package. Other than acting, George Clooney has also written and directed films. We all know George Clooney's father, Nick Clooney, is a famous journalist and anchorman. However, not many people know that Clooney is also a distant relative of Abraham Lincoln. We'll give you more details on this in a minute, so stay tuned. Meanwhile, if you're enjoying this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. He had a pet pig named Max. In the late 80s, George Clooney entered into a relationship with Kelly Preston, who had only recently divorced Kevin Gage. The story goes that Clooney gave Preston a ride on his Harley Davidson and Kelly was hooked. Well, that's a trick that worked for Clooney for many years in the future, until he decided to leave his bachelor days behind and settle with Amal Clooney. Unfortunately, things didn't work out with Kelly, and before they went their separate ways, Clooney gave his then-girlfriend a very unusual gift, a pig. After their split, instead of giving away the pig, Clooney decided to adopt him and named him Max. George and Max shared a wonderful bond, and for many years, Clooney's friends joked that his longest relationship was with Max. Max passed away of natural causes when he was about 19. He's won Academy nominations in 6 separate categories. To this day, Clooney has received 3 Golden Globes and 2 Academy Awards. He won the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor for Syriana and shared an Oscar with Ben Affleck and Grant Heslov for producing Argo. He's the first actor to be nominated by the Academy Awards in 6 different categories. He received Best Actor nominations for The Descendants, Michael Clayton, and Up in the Air, and a Best Actor in a Supporting Role nomination for Syriana. The 2005 historical drama Good Night and Good Luck fetched him Best Director and Best Original Screenplay nominations, and the 2011 political drama The Ides of March, which Clooney had directed, won the actor an Academy Award nomination for Best Adapted Screenplay. George Clooney isn't just one of the sexiest people alive, he's also an incredibly talented artist. He appreciated Trey Parker and Matt Stone long before South Park became successful. Before Trey Parker and Matt Stone became recognized as the genius minds behind the crudely animated South Park, they were just 2 adults creating animated short films. And believe it or not, George Clooney played a key role in making them famous. In 1995, Trey and Matt had created a short film titled The Spirit of Christmas, in which Santa was seen dueling Jesus Christ. Somehow, this film ended up in Clooney's hands, who loved it so much he sent VHS copies of the film to hundreds of his friends to spread the word. Many years later, when Trey and Matt got South Park on Comedy Central, they repaid the favor done to them by Clooney by offering the actor a minor role on the show. Clooney served as the voice of Stan's gay dog, Sparky. They also gave Clooney a bigger role in South Park, Bigger, Longer, and Uncut. However, Trey and Matt, being the irreverent comedians they are, didn't hesitate before making fun of Clooney in Team America World Police. The good thing is, Clooney is someone who doesn't mind being the butt of jokes. Clooney's family tree overlaps with that of Abraham Lincoln's. Since the beginning, George Clooney has been a politically active celebrity. Many causes are close to his heart, and the actor makes it a point to find time to support these causes and do his bit. Clooney's great interest in politics emanates from the fact that his father was an eminent journalist and anchorman, and therefore he grew up in a political household. However, his political activism can also be attributed to his connection with one of the greatest political leaders of all time, Abraham Lincoln. People magazine once reported that Clooney is connected to Lincoln through Lucy Hanks, Lincoln's maternal grandmother. Clooney is Abraham Lincoln's half-first cousin 5 times removed. Well, obviously the connection is very distant, but how many people can claim to be connected to Lincoln? Also, you probably know this already, but actress and cabaret singer Rosemary Clooney was George Clooney's aunt. Clooney sold Casamigos for $1 billion. Forbes reported that Clooney's net worth was $500 million in 2019. That's surprising since Clooney hasn't starred in a single film in the last 4 years. His last film, Money Monster, came in 2016. So how come George Clooney is so rich? He made a boatload of money by selling the tequila brand he had co-founded with his friend Mike Meldman and Randy Gerber to Diageo for $1 billion. The deal happened in 2017, making Clooney even more rich than he was. The funny thing is, Clooney had invested only $600,000 in the brand. George Clooney has reached a point in life where he doesn't have to act for money, which is probably why the actor has been enjoying a quiet life with his beautiful wife and 2 young kids. George Clooney's next venture is The Midnight Sky, a sci-fi film that, alongside Clooney, will also star Felicity Jones, David Oyelowo, and Kyle Chandler. The actor now divides his time between his beautiful mansion on Lake Como and his $10 million manor English country house located about 40 miles from London. He accepts only a few projects and instead devotes his time to causes close to his heart and family. Which was more surprising to you, that Clooney is related to Abraham Lincoln, or that he hasn't done a film in 4 years? Let us know in the comments section. Meanwhile, if you enjoy Facts First videos, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to stay updated about all our latest videos.